and welcome to the Evolution Simulator. This program has two different options. One is the natural simulator and the other is the game version of the simulation. First, let's check out the help screen, and as you can see here, there's some instructions for the natural simulation along with the game, and here is one of our cells. So before we start the natural simulation, let me just tell you a few things that you'd want to know about the cell. First, the cell needs food to survive, and over time it will lose energy, and if it loses enough energy, it will die. Second, the cell has a sequence that gives it its certain attributes, and over time it will replicate and give off its sequence to a daughter along with some few mutations. So let's see what I mean by this. So here we have a cell with eyes and a mouth. Now the eyes say that the cell has vision, and if there are eyeballs, that means that the cell has actually spotted food and is going to follow it. Now the mouth means that the cell is a carnivore and that is able to eat other cells. So when we look down here, we see the cell along with its attributes. So this is cell 1, and we see that it's a carnivore and it has vision as well. Now let's click on this cell. Cell 3 is not a carnivore, as we can tell without the mouth. Although, as we see here, it just replicated into a cell with a mouth. So as you see, there are mutations going on, changes are happening, and certain attributes are getting picked up. So let me just show you some other features, as sometimes replication is slow, and I have made it that I can adjust size accordingly. So that cell is getting bigger, and it can get smaller, and we can give it vision. And notice how the food keeps getting spawned every so often, so that the cells don't run out of food and die off. However, the cells still are eating each other. So let's look at a little more attributes, as we could change the speed as I click on this cell. And as it says down here, Y would increase the speed. So pressing Y, you see the cell getting faster and faster. Alright, so now let's go on to the game version. So in this game version, your cells are the circles, and it is your job to have, by the end of the game, more energy than the other families of cells. So another important feature about the game is that you can add attributes to your cell on your own at a cost of 5 energy points. So let's see what I mean by that. So let's play the game. Here we see our cell 1A has 102 kilocalories. Notice now that I'm going to press Q, which means that the cell will divide, and notice that the energy changes. The energy splits in half because of replication. Now let's see, when I put this one and I put vision onto it, look at the energy. So the energy goes down 5, but our cell gained vision. So there are trade-offs with adding attributes and taking away. Now right now our cell is doing well, so I'm going to click on this cell and maybe make it a carnivore and give it some strength. But you have to be careful, like I just did. If you keep adding on attributes, your cell may end up having negative energy, which means it will die. So let's go to this cell, and it's got some energy, and we can give it some vision, and let's give it some speed to get to its food faster. One more. And now we see it getting to its food. And once the last food is done, we see the game over screen, and as you can see, not very good on my part. 32 compared to the opponent score, which is one of the family members of the computer of 84. Well, luckily we can press R to restart, play again. Thank you.